Hello everybody and welcome to Bariatric Surgery for the Mind. We're here to offer you a program that we're showing right here that is going to make you a specialist in the field of bariatric surgery hypnosis. I myself, Marion Kilkenny and Rosemary Shulman, have come together to produce this program, and hopefully you'll find it's something that you really want to get involved in, because without you, we don't have anywhere to go. We need the hypnotists in the world to join us in this crusade to handle this issue of failed bariatric surgery that many clients have had to face over the past several years, and we're here to put an end to it with your help. Rosemary will explain something to you about the medical portion of this program, which she handles. It's the first portion of the program, and it's dedicated to making you an expert in what you need to know about this. So there you go, Rosie, you can take
it from here. Anyway, this is a certification course. So why we put it into a certification course is because we will train you and to be as knowledgeable as the healthcare team that's now involved with the bariatric surgeries. So rest assured that when you finish with a course like this, you will know everything there is to know and the current information that's out there today. And the information that you will be getting to be used anywhere from a small town in Nevada to a large city in New York. The protocols are basically the same. You'll be learning all about the food intake, you'll be learning about the actual procedures themselves, the pre and post-op care, the verbiage that you'll be using, the language that you'll be talking about to the clients and to the healthcare team, and how you fit in. You will not be perceived in this industry as a threat. You will be perceived after a course like this as being an integral part of that healthcare team that deals with these clients. I want you to know that this is a fairly new industry, and we're learning as we go along. That means the medical team is learning. We're learning also that we're failing, and that's why this is a great opportunity for all hypnotists to get involved, because they have not seen the work we have done. They, in the past, have viewed us as somewhat of a threat. But now, with something like this, we can enter into that industry, into that world of medicine, which we tried to get into for referral base. Now we can go in with a huge amount of information, and we can show them that we are knowledgeable and we are an integral part, that they need us to help with caring for these clients.
That's right, Rosie, and I think this is a great time to point out that you've come from a long line of medical professionals. You know what you're talking about here because
Yes.
You're also an RN. You've worked with the bariatric surgeons in a major New York hospital. So Rosie knows how to approach this and what the needs are on the medical side. I myself have had the gastric bypass done. I have fallen into the world of the obese bariatric client, and believe me, it is a different one than any client that you've ever handled before. These people are in need of us like they need nothing else. They really are. And we can give them what they need, because I know the emotions, I know the mental thought process of what's needed to get from one end of this to the other. And we've incorporated this in scripts that we've put together to help every one of your clients get through every single phase of this program. And there are 8 different sessions. We've shown you how to set up your own business. We've given you everything you need step by step to get through these 8 sessions, including the scripts that you as the hypnotist will need to convey a message to your clients.
Yeah, and also, you know, these are different kinds of clients that you've been dealing with. This is morbidly obese. These are people who have at least 100 pounds to lose. So, you know, as hypnotists, we've dealt with weight management. That's been our bread and butter. But now this takes it to the next level. Now you are an expert in weight management, not just because you're dealing with overweight clients, but now you're going to the gamut of all of the overweight clients that are out there. And remember, again, these are, we talk about this in terms of what they are functioning as psychologically, socially, spiritually, all of the aspects of what an obese client goes through. And you can rest assured there are 100 times more problems that are dealing with those clients than the clients we've been seeing as overweight clients.
That's right, and I also want to point out the fact that we deal with 4 different groups of clients. One of them, now the first one would be the pre-surgical client, somebody who's approaching this, has fear to deal with, has change of mindset to deal with. This is a brand new world to them. They see an out, they see a future as a slim person, but they need to be equipped with only information and mind change that us hypnotists can give them.
And they're not getting, right? They're not getting this kind of care when they go see their surgeon with their team. They're only really seeing the surgeon for the actual description of the surgery. But the team members that are involved only see them once or twice. They don't have a continuous weekly or bi-monthly or whatever program that's set out. They're treated basically cookie-cutted.
Which leads to the second group that we deal with are the failing post-surgical clients. We actually have in between that, we have the post-surgical client, which is the newly surgical client, who we can get a hold of as soon as they come out of surgery to change these mindsets before they fail. But the third group, as Rosie was saying,
aren't we there also with the failing, with the surgical, is to make sure that they stay with their protocols, because a lot of them test it.
Yeah, as a part of the surgical team.
Correct.
Yes. Then we deal with the failing post-surgical client, and this is going to be the bread and butter of what we have to offer here.
Right.
Because anybody who's failed has gone through the surgical process and has come to the other end of it, and now is back to where they began. They feel, failure can't be described strong enough to explain how these people feel. They feel like they're completely at the end of their rope. And when you're 450, 550, 650 pounds, that rope is very, very short. Believe me, they need your help more than you can ever imagine. And then the last group that we're going to talk about is the group that we're aware is being offered and out by other groups, other programs, which is fabulous. This is the person who does not qualify through the insurance companies and is obese, doesn't have insurance possibly. For some reason or another, they don't qualify and they're not going to be given the opportunity to have the actual surgery, which means you can offer them the virtual surgery. And that's what's being offered by many other groups. But those groups are only offering that.
But also, Marion, those groups are not really going into the medical issues associated with doing a virtual surgery. Okay, sometimes these clients transfer one obsessive behavior to another obsessive behavior. And that's why it's so important that we are perceived as part of a team approach and not separate, because those kinds of programs are considered a threat to that kind of medical team.
Which brings to the point as well that there is such a fine line between somebody who's morbidly obese and somebody who's anorexic. And if you give them a virtual restriction, which the mind is very, very capable of doing, we have no questions about that. But if you just give this person a virtual restriction and don't follow through with the protocols that are necessary for anybody who's had a bariatric restriction, then you could very well be dealing with somebody who likes the idea of not having to feed themselves, and then you go to the other side of the realm, which is very, very dangerous. You have to be educated on how to handle these clients from the beginning through the whole process, right through to the end.
And you will be perceived as an expert. I can tell you, I can guarantee you, by what we put into you can see the workbook is over 100 pages long. Approximately what, 100?
About 128 to 132,
Okay.
depending on how much we incorporate, and we continue to incorporate in the marketing aspect of this
Absolutely.
program.
And as you see, there are CDs here that will go according, especially if you're doing a home study course, which we were asked to put together because of the overwhelming response we got at the NGH convention. So we put this course together, and what we did was we separated the medical, the sessions, all on track, so that as you're going through the workbook, you are now hearing it, as aside from reading it. So you can learn even better and jot better notes.
We've even created a template CD that incorporates all of the forms that are necessary to have a good record-keeping system, which is very, very important in what we're trying to do here. Plus, it creates charts that you can have blown up and place in your office for visuals for your clients, which is extremely important when dealing with a mental change. There's so much included in this program, and it took us several years of Rosemarie's medical knowledge and my one-on-one walk the walk, talk the talk knowledge, and it has come together beautifully to make a program unlike anything that I've seen available on the market today.
So let's talk a little bit about how you can get in touch with us and how you can come on board. Because what we're going to do also for the people who become part of our team is we're going to collect data. And we're going to write some papers. I've gotten my husband, who's a doctor, who writes papers, medical papers, to get involved so that he can now put some data down and to prove that our way of helping these clients are very, very important, very valuable. So, Marion, why don't you tell them about our website and how they can contact us and how they can help in this field that we need you.
We have several websites that we've obtained over the process, and I'll give you some of them. Now, the most important one, of course, is going to be Bariatric Surgery number 4 of the mind.
For the mind.
For the mind, excuse me. Bariatric Surgery number 4 for the mind. .com. Then we also have bsforthemind.com, just a little gimmick that we thought would be quite cute. Then we have bariatricsurgeryforthemind.net, .info, and .co. So there is no shortage of where you can go to find the information necessary for you to become part of this group. And you are going to be so needed here. So please consider becoming part of what we're planning on introducing to the world over the next several months. We hope to get many, many hypnotists trained in this program so that we can use it and people that are out there can benefit from it.
So if you're interested in the home study course, please let us know. We do have some deals going because of people who are hosting. We can get a group of people of 4 or more, hypnotists 4 or more. We would like to give a discount. Those of you who, that means we would come down and do it as a group. And those of you who just want to have the luxury of staying at home and doing the course, it's a different pricing. So you can look at our website for all of the above.
I just want to point out as well, if you see this and you're interested in either becoming a hypnotist so you can do this,
right,
or incorporating a hypnotist into your practice if you already have one established, Rosemary is a certified trainer, a teacher of hypnosis, and she can actually teach either your coworker or yourself in hypnosis. You can become a certified hypnotist and then we can train you in this course. So there is really no reason why you should not get involved if you're at all interested.
Anyway, we thank you for spending the time and learning about this, and we certainly look forward to working with you as a group.
Thank you very much for participating.